Come here. Now, hopefully these will work in the overworld. That's another place that I want to go, right up on those trees. That's another goal of mine. Here's a little house. Let's go in the little house. See if there's anything over here. Here's some mossy stone. Like I said, we're going to need that spawner. But we're going to need this mossy stone for making the balls of moss. So let's actually just grab some of this up right now. We can use our nature essence to make mossy stone that we farm. But if it's here, might as well. It's free. Wow, and we got really lucky actually. Look at this. This is another thing that we're going to need to explore later on. Which this one I will mark. What the hell just happened? Well, something exploded. I'm not quite sure what it was. But something did. Anyway, that kind of made me nervous. Let's go ahead and mark up the maze. Alright, there's the entrance to the maze that we're going to have to explore. I really want to know what that was. Was it a meteor or something? I don't see anything. It sounded close by. That fire was already there. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't got the slightest clue. I think I want to try to scale one of these trees. Actually, I think you can go inside of them. Which might be a good bet, because on top of these trees I discovered... I don't remember when it was. It was a different playthrough a while ago. I don't think I recorded it. But there's actually a chance... Which this is very precarious. I probably shouldn't do this tree in particular. Just because if I make one wrong step, I'm not just falling off a massive tree, I'm falling off a massive tree into a massive crevice in the ground. So let's not do that. How about this one? That's surrounded by mana creepers, apparently. Oh, look at the birdies! Hello. Tiny bird. Okay. Jeez, I hate those things. Alright. And we got vines going most of the way to the top. Let's do our best not to fall. I'm being stupid and trying to place torches. So we'll get to the top and then we'll just jump from branch to branch like a little monkey. So that'll be cool. We got some dirt that we can use as a platform once we get up here. And this should be good right here. Let's stop. Alright. I wish I'd brought a normal axe with me. But beggars cannot be choosers, I suppose. And actually, this will only clear out a 3 by... I was wrong. I was wrong. Very wrong. Sure, why not? Now, we don't want a sickly oak sapling. That's not what we're looking for here. Because that will just make, I do believe, a normal oak tree. This is gonna be dangerous. But what we want to do is actually listen. I don't hear anything. Whew! But in some of these little areas of leaves, we will hopefully find a dungeon of some sort. Which we need to be careful Because the last thing I want to do is fall off this thing. But there should be a dungeon filled with spiders. Actually, no, it might be easier. It might be kind of... Whoops, that's not what I want to do. A little bit douchebaggish, I guess. But we can do that. And turn on our mob radar, which it's not showing that there's any mobs around. Let's do this carefully. Alright. I'm not seeing any mobs anywhere. So we might be SOL on this tree. Which isn't good. I mean, it's not easy to get on top of these things. It's kind of a shame when it doesn't go well. Maybe we'll put this mission on hold until we have a method of flight. Which honestly, we kind of should with the whole bat thing, but it's fine. So yeah, we'll put this on hold for now. Until we can fly. Got plenty of wood though. Plus a whole bunch of these little things. And boop. Alright. Let's make our way down. One thing's for sure, when we're in here, we're gonna have a ton of wood by the time we leave. A ton. I wonder, I kind of wish I could make these sickly saplings into the good ones. But I suppose not, because what we're looking for is this. The robust twilight oak sapling. That's what we really want. Because that will allow us to grow one of these. Which it may seem like a little bit of overkill, but it would be kind of cool. It'd be nice to have. Definitely nice. So, what else is going on around here? I'm not actually seeing much else, really. Some bunnies. Hi, Forest Bunny. I can't really do anything with them. What's this now? This is odd. Gray unbreaking brick. Okay, so I can't break that apparently. And if you haven't noticed, this place is always in a state of twilight. Which is not quite dark, but not quite daytime. Come here! I almost just hopped right into that ravine. That would have been... Dick. Okay, there's quite a few mobs over here. Let's not do this. Another thing we could probably find is a surface maze. That would be nice to find. I don't know if we will, but it certainly would be nice. We're running low on food bars, so I need to get away from these mobs and eat. Okay. It's not dark enough to spawn the frickin' zombies and stuff, but it's dark enough in a lot of these places to spawn pretty much everything else. Let's have a look around. Here's this dungeon over here, which we didn't. Yeah, we did go that way a little bit. I'm trying to find a way that we haven't explored. I'm gonna turn off the mob radar. We don't really need it. Oh, black spike. I'm not really seeing anything else of interest. Let's get one more of these. One more of these bad boys. Firefly. I just heard a strange noise. I don't really know what it was. Oh, I think they were just birds. Oh, look at this. Another little animal. A wild boar. Pretty much. Oh, look at him. Oh, I've already got that hat, and I won't be able to kill him anyway. Boop! Get out of my way! Alright. Nope, I'm not really seeing anything else of note here. There's a couple little gremlin thingies in there. Don't really care all that much. Yeah. I think, as you can tell, there's kind of variations of all the normal Minecraft animals, well, except for like the squirrels and the birds, but with vanilla sheep, you have the longhorned rams. For the pigs, you've got the boars. I think the deer are the vanilla cow. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Which is always gonna... It would be fun if... Ooh, look at that. If we could one day start to migrate some of the animals over. Kind of like we did in Hexit a while ago. Which we started to do in Hexit, I guess. There's a house up here. Just kind of... That's strange. I wonder if there might be anything in there. Although there is somebody in there, I can hear him moving. This is gonna be a little... Ah, jeez. Bit dangerous. Hopefully whatever's in there doesn't really have a method of knockback and won't knock me off this little stupid staircase that I've built. Which actually... Let's be a little safe here. Alright. Hello. Hello, witch. And... Well, I guess an iron pickaxe, that's kinda good. It's better than nothing. I don't really think there's anything else really to explore in here. Really? So many mobs. Can I fly in this world? It doesn't look like it. I'll try a bat. Nope. Maybe abilities aren't in this mode. Maybe that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't have the update where there's abilities like flight and stuff like that. I don't know. I tried to look into it, but I couldn't really find anything out. I'm kind of thinking, for the most part, we kind of got in here, did a little bit of exploring, got a few things, and maybe it's about time to head on out. Because we're going to need some better armor before we start pushing our way into these dungeons. Because they aren't something really to be taken lightly. They really are not. Which do we... yeah. We might be able to make some glowstone armor, because I know that stuff is good. Moss patch. Weird. Huh. Oh well. But yeah, seeing as how we have that... Oh, hello. Seeing as how we have that glowstone essence, those glowstone essence plants, we might be able to make us some glowstone armor. That might be good enough to see us through some of these dungeons. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. We'll go out here, plant some of these saplings that we got. And then, what is that? What is that? I have no idea what that is. I don't know. It didn't say that I actually got a hat. Maybe I already had it. Who knows? So So let's bounce on out of here. We'll make that armor. We'll come back in, and maybe we'll make our way into this castle. This little... Actually, no, we'll do the maze first. Actually, let me turn around real quick. What I'm gonna need... Because I want to make some backpacks. I want to make some bags. So if these are the Twilight Forest equivalent of cows, they might drop leather. Oh yeah, they make cow noises, so apparently, you know, cow equivalent. Alright. And they do drop leather, which is nice. Doesn't seem like a whole lot. Like one each, if I'm lucky.